Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. First of all, I pay homage to the triple gem, Tiratana, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. I pay homage to Bharabanteji. I pay homage to Kassapa Banteji, who is in Buddha Gaya. And I pay homage to all the Bhikkhu Sangha. And I give metta to my dear Samaneras, Anagarikas, Upasakas, and Upasikas. Okay. So today I prepare Dhamma from Dhammapada, verse number 70, about the Jambuka. The verse is like Maase Maase Kusaggena Balubunjeta Bojanang Naso Sankata Dhammanang Kalang Aggati Solasing. This verse the Buddha told while he was staying in Veluvana monastery in Rajagaha. The verse meaning is, month after month a fool may eat his food with the tip of a blade of grass, but he still is not worth a 16th part of those who have comprehended the truth. Okay, this is the translation. This discourse given by the Lord Buddha while he is in Veluvana monastery in Rajagaha, on account of there is a ascetic called Jambuka. The Jambuka was born in Rajagaha in a rich family. But he born in childhood in a very infant, is in very small. He used to eat the excrement on his excrement actually. If parents feed him, he don't want to eat. Instead of eating food, he eat his own excrement. Such thing. And he also don't sleep in the bed. He sleep in the bare ground. And he don't wear any clothes. He stay naked. So this happened to the Jambuka. And the parents thought, and relatives, they thought he is small. So that's why he is doing like this. And he grown up, he will leave all those bad habits, they thought. But he has grew up, but his habits not abandoned. He did not abandon his habit. He still sleep in the ground, eat his excrement of others on his excrement, and stay in naked. So the parents and the relatives thought, must be this is his past bad karma. Because of this, his habit is like this, and they worry about him. If he stay in the house, it will be trouble for him or trouble for us, and trouble for us. So that's why they took him to the Ajivakas, the naked ascetic sect, and requested the hierarchy, the abode monk, that they want to make him a monk, ascetic under them. And they accepted this child, and he became accordingly as a Ajivakas monk. And he is living as Ajivaka. One day, his parents came to the monastery, and they requested all the monks, ascetics, to have Pindavata next morning. So they accepted, and when time has come, all the ascetics has gone, and also they invite to Jambuka. Let's go to your parents' house. They invited us. And the Jambuka told them, no, no, friends, you go. You please go. I will stay here. The friends insist him several times, but he never want to go. So that's why they leave him alone in the monastery. And what they do when they don't, their, when their friends not there, he used to go in the toilet, public toilet, and he used to collect the screaming of others, and he felt his heart that when he eat the screamings of others. In this way, he used to live. And the Ajivakas thought how he lived without eating any food. And they want to know. And they did secretly spy him how he lived. And in the evening, in the night time, he used to wake up and go to public toilets and used to eat the screamings of others. And they red-handedly they caught to this Jambuka. And they also think, oh, if we do like this, our reputation will be vanish, or people will not comfortable us because of him. So that's why they also kick out Jambuka. Now you go, you practice your own way. You cannot live with us. So in this way, he left to the Ajivakas sect, and he lived alone. And he went, the people who used to toilet in the big rock slab, and he make abode there to stay, because he need to eat. No, he cannot eat the food, dal, chawal, or anything. So that's why he used to go their public toilet side. So in this way, he practiced. He lived. He ate excrement. He sleep in the ground. He stay in naked. So he lived in this way for 55 years. And he practiced so long, such a long 55 long years. And people also great respect to him, because he lived without eating any food, and he lived nakedly. And he used to stay like in one leg and open the mouth. So when so many people come to him from the Rajagaha, like Anga, Magadha, that reason, and pay homage, respect to him. And they ask Samana like this. And sometimes they bring so many offers for him to delicious food. And they offer to him, but Samana, please take this food we bring for you to take. And please take, so that we may get much merit. And he said, no, I don't take any food. I live with by eating air. He said like this. And in this way, and they insist that please, even at least take little, so that we get much merit. So Jambuka take a grass, just very sharp one, pusa grass. It is usually found in the bank of the river or in rocky area. And he just pluck one pusa grass and just put in this delicious food on in dal or some rice, and just it tastes like this. And he used to say that, okay, now I have taken your food, you will get much more merit, now you can go. So in this way, he used to practice for 55 years. So it happened, Lord Buddha usually do meditation in the morning, Mahakaruna Samapatti. the boundless compassion. He used to serve the whole world. Whom today, whom I help to transform into the holiness and attain the Aryahood or in transform in Dhamma. He do meditation, Mahakaruna Samapati, and came appear this Jambuka in his meditation, that this Jambuka is living, deceiving others, that he thought that he is Arahat, because people are respect him, but he deceiving only to others or himself. So with great compassion, Lord Buddha prepared himself to go. Generally, Lord Buddha, I see if the people used to come to him, he stay in the monastery. If the people are far, he used to go himself there to teach the Dhamma. Such a compassionate one, Mahakaruna Buddha. So Lord Buddha prepared himself, asked to Ananda, now, Ananda, I am going to meet the Jambuka. And Ananda Bhante asked, oh Lord, are you going alone or with someone? And Lord Buddha said, no, Ananda, I am going alone. So in this way, Lord Buddha went there. So while going there, the god of Deva Sakka, Indra or Inda, you can say, he aware that he is going to meet the Jambuka, and the place is fully dirty with urine and excrements of others. And the Sakka, the king of gods, he don't want to bad smell to Lord Buddha. So that's why he used his supernormal powers and he poured lots of rain, so that's wash out whole the area with the scented rains. So that's why the king of Sakka, king of gods, pour rain there. And same time, this Jambuka was worried about his dinner, because he don't eat in morning or lunch. He used to eat only night time, because if he eat in the morning or afternoon, people will see him. So that's why he used to eat only the evening. So he is worried about, because whole was out. So when the Lord Buddha reached there, the place where the Jambuka was living, and he is calling to Jambuka, he know the Jambuka, because he saw in the morning in the Mahakaruna Samapati meditation. He used to call, the Lord Buddha call him Jambuka, like this. And when the Jambuka heard this word, Jambuka, first of all, he was very angry, because no one used to say like him Jambuka as or his name. Usually people used to call him as O Arahat, Mahasamana, Great Samana, like this. So he is very respected for people, for so many peoples. So he saw that he is a recluse, that is our Buddha. And Buddha went to him and said, O Jambuka, do you have any place to stay this night? And Jambuka said that, no, Samana, there is no place to stay. Lord Buddha again asked, please give me a place to stay here only this night. And he said, no, you cannot stay. And he said, there is one place which is empty. So Lord Buddha asked, do anyone living there? And he said, no one is living there. So Lord Buddha said, please give me that spot, that place, so that I may stay this night. So in this way, he agreed to stay the Lord Buddha. And when night came, in the evening, there is 3 watch, no? 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 2. Usually In the morning time, people used to come to Lord Buddha and listen Dhamma. In the evening time, gods also come to Buddha and listen Dhamma from the Buddha. The 8 to 10 generally used to come the Devas. No? Second time, past was, second was, and third was. And it happened in the first was 8 to 10, sorry. Yes, 8 to 10 used to come the Chatumaharajika Devas. You know Chatumaharajika Devas? The 4 great kings. Samanta, Chatrodisa. They have divided the 4 direction in same, like sama. That is Varuna, the king of north, Virulaka, the king of south, and Datarata, the king of east, and Virupakko, the king of west. So they are the 4 kings of the Devas. They used to come to Lord Buddha and pay homage, and they went away. And second watch, the king of gods, Sakka, Indra, come to Buddha's and he pay homage and went. Whenever they come, whole area illuminated with the lights. And in the third watch, the Mahabrahma used to come to Lord Buddha and pay homage, listen Dhamma, and he went. And all these things, this Jambuka was seeing that, oh, he must be a great samana, a great monk. Some supernormal beings used to come to him and pay homage. And he was so excited that he wanted to meet the Lord Buddha. So early in the morning, the Jambuka went to the Buddha and asked, who were there at the night used to they come to you? And the Lord Buddha said, they are the great kings of the Chatumaharajika and the kings of God, Sakka, Indra, and the Mahabrahma. They come to me and wait me and listen Dhamma. So he said to the Jambuka. And Jambuka was impressed with the Buddha that he is a great samana, a great monk. And he said to the Buddha, oh Mahasamana, I'm living for 55 years without eating anything, by eating air, living on the ground, stand with one leg, and use save my head with plugging with my hand, not using blade or razor, some things. Such austerity I am practicing such long years, but no one came to me, meet me. Such supernatural beings like Devas, Brahmas. So you are very great monk. And he respect to the Lord Buddha. And he said, and Lord Buddha knows everything about the Jambuka. And the Lord Buddha said, you are deceiving yourself and others, but you cannot deceive me. You are not living with air, Lord Buddha said. You are living with the eating excrements of others, and you are living, you sleep in the ground, and you are naked. So having heard this from the Lord Buddha, he was shocked and very ashamed that he is eating excrements of others, and he is living as naked, without shameful. And he was moved from the words of the Buddha. And he said, oh Lord, what evil action, Papa Kamma, I did in my past life, so I am suffering in this way such a long time. Then the Lord Buddha revealed the first story, why he is peculiar habit like this in this very life, eating excrements of others, sleep in the ground, and being naked. The Lord Buddha said that in the dim past, in the Buddha Kassapa, just our next Buddha, no? Sorry, before our Buddha. There's 20th Buddhas. Our Buddhas is in 28. And Kassapa Buddha was in 27th. In those days, the Lord Buddha revealed the story that the incident in those days, there is a young monk. There is a wealthy upasaka, rich upasaka, with the great faith of Lord Buddha Kassapa. He made a monastery to live a young monk, and young monk used to live in this monastery, and this rich man used to support him. The one day it happened, there is a elderly monk. Actually, he is Arhat Bhante. He came to this monastery as he is traveling for Dhamma preaching. So this Bhante, Arhat Bhante, actually, he is a little bit haggard. That's a lot of beard or torn the chivara. Seeing this, the upasaka, rich upasaka, pay homage to him, and he offered a rope, and he called a barber to shave his hair or beard. And this young monk was very jealous to him, because he never gets such attention to reach from rich upasaka. So he stayed there for one day, and in the evening, the upasaka came to Bhante, the resident monk, young monk Bhante, and he requested that, please, you both, you and this elderly Bhante, come to my house and have Pindapata. I want to offer Pindapata Dana. So being he is very jealous, the young monk, he went to the elderly Bhante, and he was that time stitching. He dyed cloth yellow or some, basically yellow or orange. He dyed, and he made the cloth into a rope. While he was stitching the rope, this young Bhante went to him and said, and he very angrily said, he said that it would better to eat pieces, this is excrement, rather than delicious and good food, offering the rich upasaka of my supporter. He said like this, and it would better that you pull out your hair, being saved by barbar, is supported by my supporter, Upasaka Dayaka. And he said, it would be good stay naked rather than wearing the good cloth, fine cloth, given my Upasaka. In this way, and he said, it would be good to sleep in the ground rather than sleep in the court. So in this way, he angrily said to the elderly monk. And he was arahant. He knows he is doing great evil action, evil papa karma by saying like this. Because he is arahant, he have no greed, no lobha dosa moha, no greed, hatred, and ignorance. So he is pity to this young Bhante, young monk. And when the dawn, he usually wake up in the time, the young monk, and he swept and filled the water, clean whole area. And he thought that this old monk must be sleeping, very lazy. I must go to Upasaka's house without informing him. And he thought also if Upasaka asks, I must be give answer to him. And he went to the bell and ring hitly to bell. Instead, he just ring with the just finger flip a little way so that he could not hear the sound. But the thing is, the Arhat Bante already went away early in the morning because he knows the young Bante is not happy with him. And when he went to Upasaka's house, and Upasaka offered him proper seat to him, and he asked, where is the elder monk? And he said, he is sleeping, he is very lazy. I woke up him, but he did not wake up. So I came alone, he said like this. And the Upasaka very faithfully offered the food to the young Bante, and Bante having the lunch. And the Upasaka took the bowl from the Bante and he washed it. And again he filled with the very delicious food and said to the young Bante, oh Bante, please go in the monastery and offer this food to the Bante. Because he is very jealous, he accepted it anyhow. And he coming to monastery, but he is very jealous. He is thinking that if I give this delicious food, he will stay here and he will never move. And I will not get all the gains and benefits from the rich Upasaka. So it is better to throw the food. And in this way, he threw the food in the ground. Actually, he did very bad karma. He don't know. And in this way, he threw the food in the ground. And he came in the monastery. And he find out that the Bante already went away early in the morning. And he a little bit remorse about the Bante. Oh, I'm thinking so bad about the Bante. Actually, he don't want me to trouble him. So that's why maybe he went. In this way, he remorse and feel very guilty to himself. And he lived for 20,000 years because Buddha's first time, basically it is count human beings live for 20,000 years. But here in the Gautama Buddha, we live as 80 years or little more, 100, 120 like this. And he lived for monks for 20,000 years. He did not gain anything because he did very bad karma. So Lord Buddha said that this is your bad karma you had done in the previous life. And after that you went to Avicii hell. Very, very miserable it is. Cannot explain by words the Buddha said the Avicii hell. And you suffer a lot there in the hell. And now you, in this Buddha Sasana, Gautama Buddha Sasana, you born in a rich family in Rajagaha. So that's why you are such habit because you did in the past. So having heard this, the Jambuka was so moved and transformed, and he very ashamed about himself. And the Lord Buddha gave his bathing cloth to take bath, and the Buddha then the Jambuka take bath and clean himself and hide his the sinfulness with the cloth. And Lord Buddha proper discourse to him. And Jambuka, of course, he did many punya karma, very good, lots of merits. He did punya karma, and he fulfilled also his dasaparami. So that's why he is ready to achieve the highest goal of Nibbana. And Lord Buddha properly give Dhamma, and he attained the enlightenment, the Arhathood. So in this way, the Jambuka saved with being a peculiar habit, the bad habit of this life. So when he transformed, he became Arahant, and he requested the Buddha to make him a Bhante. And when the people of the Magadha, basically this is in Magadha, Rajagaha, Rajagaha is the capital city of Magadha. Now is in Bihar. There are so many parts. There's Anga, like this. So the people used to come him and respect. And also, this in that day, from far, far away, the people to come him and respect. But now he is become Arahant. And he did the Lord Buddha to salutation to know that he is the only disciple, not a teacher. And Lord Buddha is his teacher. And people also understood that Jambuka is only a disciple, but Lord Buddha is the teacher. And in this connection, the Lord Buddha told this verse to the Upasaka. Maase maase kusagena balu bunjeta bojanang naso sankata dhammanang kalang agati solasi. Maase maase kusagena means month after month. Though one eat once in a month with the blade of grass. The fool may eat his food with the tip of the blade of grass, but he is still not worth a 16th part. But he is not worth even a 16th part of the Arahant who is become Arahant. So that's why it is not worth. Though someone may eat even a less with the kusa grass. The Lord Buddha said this way. So the Upasakas also heard the Dhamma and they also great faith to the Buddha and they transform into the Dhamma with this Gatha. And they are very pleased to the Lord Buddha. So this is the story. This is the incident why Jambuka suffered a lot. Because of the Parusavasa. Parusavasa no? There's Musavada. Musavada is 4. Musavada, Pisunavasa, Vacha, Parusavacha, and Sambapalapa. These are come under in Musavada. Musavada is telling lie. And Pisunavasa means backbiting and slandering words. And Parusavasa means harsh words or abusive word. And Sambapala means gossip. These are come under the Musavada. Because of his bad speech, Parusavasa, he did a great papakamma. He said to this Bhante, like this, it would be better for you to eat, he says, rather than eating the good food in my supporter house. It would be better for you to pull out your hair rather than be saved by a barber of my supporter. It would be better for you to be naked rather than put on this new robe offered by my supporter. It would be better for you to sleep on the ground rather than lay on the cot supplied by my supporter. He said to the Arhat Bhante. And because of this bad speech, he gone through in this very life, and after that he went to Avicii actually. It is a great suffering. So that's why we must be always aware our action, the 3 doors, no? Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. Whatever we did through bodily action, whatever we do, whatever we speech by mouth, whatever we think, thought. So in these 3 words, we should always be careful because it gives a great result If you do good things, you will get good result. If you do bad things, result will to the consequence will be bad for you, for us, if we do like this. So that's why we Bantes and Upasakas, please be aware. Whatever you speak to others, talk to others, always be aware, so that it may not be a great papa. So that's you may not suffer in this life or in the next life. So having this, I conclude my Dhammadesana here. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.